Two girls, no fucks. Two girls, no fucks.
Sounds like my hometown.
Yeah. Oh, did that hurt?
Oh. Time out.
Hi everybody, this is Two Girls.
No fucks.
And this little video we like to call
They,
Them,
Theirs.
Now there's a little bit of a shift going on right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
With pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
And some people seem to have trouble getting on board.
Mm-hmm. And gender identity and all that. There's a bunch of terms out there that I feel not everybody's familiar with or understands. But I think it's important that we just start learning, self-educating, spreading the awareness, communicating the importance of why these topics exist right now.
And I want to start by saying there's nothing wrong if you didn't know.
No.
Because I'm learning every day. We're all learning every day. It's once you know and you just like don't care to jump on board.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
So
and it's easy. We're going to talk about how easy it is.
That's the thing. It's really easy, guys. So you might have heard of people saying that they don't identify as one gender or the other, and that they would prefer the pronouns they, them, and theirs, rather than using pronouns like he or she. So for example, if you say, where did Alex go, rather than say he or she went to the washroom, you just say they went to the washroom.
Easy.
Right.
You would think.
Right. And I'm with someone who uses those pronouns, and I admit as well, at first it was challenging to remember to use those pronouns, but trust me, if you just commit to it and do it, it becomes second nature, just like any other part of our language does after a while.
Yeah, and I like to they everybody now.
Totally.
Because then it's just easier, you know, and I'll sometimes get like, oh, you just they'd somebody, are they gender neutral? I'm like, no, I'm just keeping it simple. And
it's not, and the thing is that I don't think it offends anybody if you call them a they. I really, you know what I mean? Like, it's better, like, statistically, it's going to be, there's the chance that you're going to offend someone is lower if you're just using they all the time.
Yeah, and I'm willing to take that chance. If I they someone and they're like, actually, I prefer she or he. But I didn't used to they everybody. So and I went to, I think it was for your birthday, maybe. We were at a restaurant and the server, I said, when they walked away, when they walked away, I said, oh, she's so nice. I really like our server. She's so nice and polite. And somebody said, actually, you probably shouldn't call them she because we don't know what they identify as. And that was my first, I had learned all about gender neutrality and using they when somebody said I prefer to be they, but it never occurred to me to just use they as like
as the
primary
pronoun.
And then I learned, and ever since then, and sometimes it happens, right? Yeah,
totally.
Sometimes I say she about somebody who doesn't give a fuck, or sometimes I say she about somebody who prefers they, and it happens, right? Take it easy. Doesn't mean you have to give up. Like, oh, I'm never gonna get it. It's so hard. It's not that hard.
No, and I think that the important thing that we all need to try and do is empathize with people, like. And you might not think it's a big deal, and you might be like, oh, like, I don't know why they care if I use that pronoun or this pronoun. But it is really important to people, and there's a thing called gender dysphoria, and it is something that's very real, and it's something that you should look up and educate yourself on. We don't want to be trying to do that right now, but and there's people that are non-binary, there's people that are gender neutral. And we're all just human beings trying to be authentically ourselves, and I think we just need to try and respect that. You don't need to understand it necessarily. Maybe you'll never understand it. Maybe you're not going to take the time to look it up, read it up, and learn about it, but you can respect it. And I think that's like my biggest message I want to send out there is that just please respect people when they ask you. Because it takes courage sometimes for those people to even tell you that they prefer those pronouns.
Yeah.
A lot of people go through life and allowing people to gender them and they don't want to disrupt or make the other person feel uncomfortable. So I think it's a lot of courage to ask people to use proper pronouns. So I just really want people to respect that.
It's about trusting your fellow human.
Yeah.
That it's important to them. It doesn't have to be important to you, but sometimes it's like that. We're like, oh, it's totally, who cares? But they care. And they're not just making it up to make your life more difficult.
No.
And so you just have to trust. They said it's important. It's like anything else. This person is experiencing racism. This person is experiencing sexism. You don't have to experience something yourself. You just have to trust that this person is telling you what they need and do it. what the fuck does it change in your life to use they?
Totally.
And if it's hard for you, it'll be hard for a while, but if you really open your mind to it, it should get easier over time. It's, it's just some of the small courtesies we can do. And you know what? I love that I have people in my life that I can ask, because the other day I called Skylar and asked them, what's the difference between non-binary and gender neutral? Because I genuinely didn't know. And I love that the people in my life can say, oh, it's this, instead of like, you should know.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Let's keep the lines of communication open. If people are genuinely interested in knowing the answer and asking the question, then we have to be open to answering those questions. That being said, in the comments below, if you have any questions, ask us. We don't know all the answers. We definitely don't know all the answers. But,
we'd love to direct you to places where you can find the answers.
Yeah.
And I think that just in sharing this video, we can start that conversation, and I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of videos out there about this type of stuff, so use they. It's not that hard, and none of this like, oh, them, is it a group of people?
I'm confused.
I don't know.
They,
and we've all heard it. It's not funny anymore.
No.
Like, it's not funny. We all like to say that. I don't know, like, are they coming with a bunch of friends? No. You know within the context of the sentence. And if you don't, just ask.
Just need to explain
politely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all.
Guys,
Thanks,
that's it. Thanks for watching.